Life is good. Let's talk about it. Life is good. Don't stress about it. Life is good. Just live your life. Life is good.
Mr. Jack Friedman.
How are you,
Mr.
man?
Jack Friedman, you're my dearest friend.
Oh, my man.
Me and Mr. Jack Friedman, we pray together every morning. Not every morning, he's there every morning, me not. But it's always good to see you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Mr. Sir, you told me you take companies to public.
I do. I help advise companies that are looking to grow and think that they have a very high potential to get the money they need and the support they need to become a public company.
Can you kind of tell me who qualified and how that works?
The crazy thing is anyone can qualify.
All right.
Anyone.
Elaborate. What does that mean?
If you have a business that has tremendous potential, I took a company public called the Hip Hop Soda Shop before we had any business.
Before any business,
Before
just
we
the
had
name.
We had a business plan. We knew what we wanted to do. We wanted to raise money, and we did it through a public vehicle. And we went public very early in the process, and then we started building the stores. We did stuff with the NBA. We did all kinds of promotional stuff. The stock did extremely well.
So question, so how you evaluate in the beginning the business never exist?
You're valued at what the public values you at.
And how that works? Let's say the company never exists. How you can public can value something that exists, or just the name, not big off, or let's say.
Name, and it's listen. When you go public, you're monetizing your potential. Okay, so if you have vast potential, if you're getting into, you remember when the dot-coms went crazy,
Right?
And people were getting $1 billion valuation without having any revenue whatsoever. Because people looked at their business
The
plan
future.
and said this thing could be at $20 billion, whatever they decided. But it's all about your potential. And when you actually start bringing in the money and making profit, it usually is less because now it's reality and it's not potential anymore. And they're very tough on reality, the markets are. They're very good on potential, okay? So when you're not performing up to what the market expects, they'll beat your stock down.
So who you will recommend go public, who not? For instance, like from your experience, you can say you can take it right public, right? But who mostly can succeed, who's not? I know you can do it, but
Okay, so the industry, you have hot industries where, like anything that said AI on it these days is something, people claim they have AI, they have all this great intellectual property and so forth, and they go public on that kind of potential. Gambling right now is very hot because it's now legal everywhere. These prediction markets, a lot of people are jumping into that. The truth is that all of the big boys ultimately get into these things, and at this level, you have to be very good to make it.
why you think Elon Musk waited up to date to take SpaceX to public?
You can't question anything he does, man. He waited until he's got a $2 trillion valuation on something that has not really produced a whole lot of money yet. So I don't know how. I mean, he's a visionary, and everything he seems to envision happens. But I don't see space flights to Mars, and to me that doesn't make much sense. But Bitcoin didn't make any sense to me either. And
Wow, that's a good question. So you think SpaceX? So the valuation is over?
oh, I think crazy so. But Elon Musk is very good at supporting his price. Like he's putting
Claims.
He puts Tesla. Now Tesla will become a part of SpaceX. His Starlink is now a part of SpaceX. What do you call it? X, Twitter,
Right.
is a part of SpaceX. So all
he
of these
merged them?
companies, if you look at each one individually, it might be a couple of billion here, 5 billion there, and then it all adds up to over $1 trillion somehow. But he manages to do it. He is maybe the smartest guy
For business in the.
that's been around for quite some time. Yeah.
But he said next year maybe he's gonna go mobile. So he's gonna have mobile phones. So basically, right now today, everybody's wired right through Verizon grounds or So Starlink is a satellite. You can have internet anywhere in the world, even in the ocean, anywhere in a bay. It doesn't matter where you're at. Right now, you can have internet everywhere.
Did you get Starlink yet?
I bought it, but I didn't bought too much. I bought a little bit because I was wanting to see if it's gonna go up.
Oh, I'm not talking about the stock.
stock.
I'm saying, did you actually?
No, I don't have yet. No, I don't. I didn't have come across to have one.
I hear it's very easy to sign up for, but I also heard that it's not like faster. That you would think Elon Musk would make something faster and better, but I don't know that he's gotten there yet.
Yeah, but I think potentially will be.
See, that's why he gets these $1 trillion valuations,
Right?
because potentially he could take over the internet. Potentially he could take over the cell phone.
Right.
I mean, the fact that Tesla, you think about him taking on these gigantic auto companies, and you see more Teslas on the road than you see anything.
Yeah, especially in Florida, in Boca.
Yeah.
Wow, every other car is Tesla, right?
It's incredible what this guy did. So you can't. That's what I'm saying. You monetize his potential, it's in the trillions.
Yeah. He definitely creative. What I like about him, like people out there estimate him, he actually never focused on money. He always focused on product.
Yeah, it's amazing. It really is amazing what he's able to do with people and businesses.
So, what's the going downside for going public, for instance?
Well, there's extra expense. The advantages are that it gives you liquidity. It's much easier to raise money for a public company. You get a much higher valuation on your business if you're public than if you're not, sometimes up to 5 times higher. Your business right now, what someone would pay for it versus if you were public. If you're public, it would probably be valued 5 times more than where it is right now.
But there's another be after that. You don't have to be like a report everything. You get
report. Oh, it's hard, and there's a lot of, like I said, a lot of expenses. You got accounting expenses, legal expenses, office expenses that you wouldn't have, general and administrative stuff. But the big expenses are auditing your financial statements and doing all the filings. So you need a good SEC attorney. It leaves you vulnerable to the public, right? And these days with the message boards and the social media, they'll attack you if people can short your stock, meaning they're betting on it to go down, and then start doing a campaign to
take it down. Wow.
Yeah, so you're opening yourself up to stuff, but the advantages in my mind are far, far greater because you
for what besides the money. Let's say somebody doesn't need money. Somebody very healthy company doing well.
A healthy company doing well, it's in the valuation. Okay, you will be valued much more. You can take money off the table by trading your stock out, which you don't have the opportunity to do that if you're private. So even an insider can sell a certain amount of stock every month if he chooses to do so. So you have a lot of different things, all related to money. I mean, that's what this world is all about.
It's about the world.
It's all about money.
Yeah. Mm.
No, I mean, listen, you can do great things, and you do, but the more money you have, the more great things you can do.
Yeah, in our religion it says, "Marbe nechasim, marbe da'aga," meaning the more money you have, more worries you have.
Right. Jay-Z said that too as well. I think.
Money, more problems.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so
that's a common saying. But more money, the more opportunity you have to do good things with it.
So I have a question for you. We have right now Socialist in New York, right? Socialists everywhere. I'm somewhere agreed with some points they have. So you can say how much one person needs money, how much you need. And
I get that, but the alternative and what they're offering you is living hell eventually living hell for the masses.
Yeah, I'm coming from Russia of communism, so I know how is it.
Right. And the people who are screaming about the billionaire, now it's the trillionaires.
Right.
But all of them are millionaires. All of them.
You know what?
Bernie Sanders made a fortune.
Yeah.
They're all using the capitalist system to make a fortune, and now they want to shove the socialism.
But the
down.
majority of youth, socialism, youth.
Yeah, because they don't know better.
And not just that, they're also broke.
They're broke, right.
And
no.
they don't want to work.
Agreed. So it sounds great, and we're going to give you free this and free that.
Yeah, common sense. So if everybody is free, who's going to pay for it at the end of the day?
Exactly. You're gonna pay for it one way or another.
I heard somebody says like this. I heard in the news. One of the socialists saying, "Hey, we want the 90% of the rich money." 90%. So they say if you take from billions, 90%, okay with 10%.
And if you don't give people incentive to make money, then they won't.
Right.
And if you say you're going to give them this and give them that, they're going to sit home and what kind of society?
But there's something they don't get it. If it would be not capitalistic, they're not going to have even like a what they call protest for nothing, right? So also I think millionaires create works, when they create a workspace. They create businesses, and I think they mostly pay a lot of taxes. I buy a product as a vendor, I pay taxes.
Right.
I sell it, I pay taxes.
Right.
Everything I do, it's taxes. Think if the rich people now exist.
They pay, right, the rich people pay 95% of the taxes.
Exactly. So so question, if they're so, those socialists, very educated, how they cannot figure out 1 + 1 = 2?
The socialists, the leaders?
Yeah.
The leaders know what they're doing. I mean, they're very well versed in Marx and all the socialist manifestos that explain exactly how to take over the masses, and they're doing it through the colleges. The youth listen. You come out of college, there's no doubt about it. It's very tough. You can't buy a house anymore. Houses are priced way over. So, the American dream is much, much harder to attain than it used to be, and the socialists are using that that's their battle cry, affordability, and you can't. So they're playing on kids that don't know better, that don't know, the comparison. Like this country is, despite all the problems you're having, it's the wealthiest country in the world by far.
I think it's an amazing country.
And besides that, the poorest people in this country, are worth like 3 times what the average person is worth in South America.
100%. Yeah, I believe so.
So it's a false narrative. They're telling you how bad off you are, but you're not being able to compare that realistically with what's going on in the rest of the world. And every socialist country out there is in horrible shape.
Yeah, we can see Cuba, Venezuela, China, even China. People be like China. I don't understand why people want to be like China, because I love slaves in China. They get their wages, used to be before, now it's much better, but I heard before it's $300-400 per month.
Per month, yeah. And they're working 90 hours a week.
Yeah, so it's inhumane.
Right. The standard of living here is higher than
Here people have too good here.
But if you listen to Mendami on July 4th, this is the worst country on the face of the earth. It's founded on slavery. But that was going on everywhere.
Yeah, people like to play victim cards.
Yeah.
And they all like to come here.
They all like to come here.
Let me ask you a different question. You being around, obviously, what do you think our world direction you can view of your experience? How you think what direction we're going? Like, what's your opinion?
It's scary. I have no idea. With this AI and then the quantum thing that's about to happen, it doesn't add up in my brain. When I was first able to Google something and saw 1 million results in a fraction of a second, it didn't make any sense to me. And the more this goes on, I don't know. How are you going to separate reality from fiction when AI can make anything look real? And you're looking at a video and you have no idea that this didn't
Real or
really
not.
happen. And they use that. I mean, these socialists will be using all kinds of mind, altering stuff to bring people, hypnotize people into their way of life. But I think they're doing it in the schools right now.
Do you know what you know about quantum?
Nothing. Other than it's 1,000 times faster than AI.
So
How do you figure that?
So I got the knowledge about how quantum works, more or less. It's kind of when the quantum will be alive, it's gonna be scary. Meaning all the religions, it can be not effective anymore. It kind of quantum, it's like a god, in a way. It can do anything. Anything is possible.
Yeah,
It can be same time in different places. For instance, so today to make a medication, it takes you between 1 year to 20 years until the trial to base to see how the effects, side effects, and etc. Right? Why is that? Because it's so many. You're trying so many bases, to put so many formulations together, see what works, what doesn't work, what breaks, what doesn't break, with the reactions. With quantum, so basically, if you have a calculator today, you have a X amount of zeros. You cannot go more, right?
Right.
So with quantum, it's unlimited zeros. Basically, you can figure out any formulation in seconds or minutes instead of years or many years. So basically, you can also reverse engineering your skin. You can do anything you wish because you can get any formula. You will know how your skin was made, for instance. So they can find a formulation to reverse that or rebuild that. So everything can be possible. And the saying right now where here is, even I don't know if you heard about David Sinclair. I don't know if I think I told about anti-aging. We were talking about it.
Maybe.
So we're saying the new 80. It's the new 40 is going to be new 80.
Right.
All right. In another 5 to 10 years, because they're working in some anti-aging products, it can reverse. They have today too, but it works slower. Do you know Centrum, the pills for vitamins for 55 and up?
Yeah, I take it.
So it says if you're taking if you're taking 2 years straight, it's extend your life another 4 months.
I've been taking it for 10 years. I'm in great shape.
So think about how many,
like 2 or 3
so
years.
10 years. So basically, if saying every 2 years, you extend 4 months. So do the calculation.
Okay.
So you got almost, almost 2 years of
Right.
extending your life.
Yeah.
You're looking great, sir.
Thank you. But I will tell you that, the quality of the life is what's important, right? Just extending your life if you're not feeling good or, you're going through all kinds of stuff. So listen, and the other side, by the way, of all of this is that it can be used for good, extending life, finding cures for this and that. It can be used for evil.
Like for AI too, like computer, they said. Computers have so many lives, and it can destroy so many lives.
Yeah.
But depends who use it and how they use it.
Right.
And I think they should have a security for everything. I don't know if you know, they were talking about, they released not long ago a cloud of some AI technology. It was so scary, even government got involved. It said people cannot use this, too scary to use that. Whatever you're saying to make it real, if that thing can do the next level.
People, people can figure out ways if they want to put a hurting on society. They can, AI and ultimately, I guess, quantum is going to make it real easy to do that.
Yeah, but it's going to be very hard to reach the quantum. Now we can have a quantum. That's the thing. It's not like something, I don't know. Right, that's what I'm imagining right now. Maybe AI was exist 10 years ago, but now people use it. We just started using 2-3 years ago.
Right. The quantum, by the way, they're getting these unbelievable market valuations.
Oh, yeah. They already have a trial.
Yeah.
In some hospital in the middle of the country. They've been trying over 2-3 years. They're people to talk about it. It's like, they're expressing it's the religion not going to be effective. Not going to go to pray anymore.
Yeah, pray in 1 second. It's all done.
Yeah, it's okay. I think people are not going to believe, not going to have the same belief they believe today. The faith not going to be the same because today you still have miracles. things happening, but you cannot create a human. You can create a human, but still people don't believe in that center. But the moment that tomorrow quantum going to be exist,
Right.
people not going to age. People going to say, hey, where is God?
Right.
And all those things they have to go to shul, it's not necessary anymore.
Well, miracles, I mean, listen, that you could talk on a phone that has no wires, that's a... 30
Technology,
years ago,
yeah.
that's a miracle.
Right,
It's
right,
crazy.
right,
You couldn't
right.
even think about stuff like that. And getting directions in your car and knowing where the traffic is, it's...
It's scary. As you said, you don't know the world's going because everything moving very fast, and you don't know what the expectation.
Yeah. The old stuff is out the door right away, too.
I want to also, we have something in our podcast. We want to talk about numerology, astrology, and horoscope, Chinese horoscope. It's something you're already aware. You're born a year of the horse,
Of course,
right?
yeah.
So what you know about horse? People call you horse, or your name go by the horse. What does that mean to you?
The horse?
Yeah.
I was into racehorses, so the horse was a very big part of my early adult life. I was very, very involved with horses.
And what's your communication or involvement with the horse, for instance?
We didn't communicate that much.
Horses are stubborn,
But
right?
they were mine, and they ran, and they made me money or not. But and we would bet on them, and we had a great time with the horses. And I love the horses, I really do. But I'm not that guy who's talking to them and kissing up to a horse. I keep my distance a little bit.
That's great. Also, I'm going to tell you enemy year. Every horse is okay. We have 12 signs in a horoscope. Horse is the number 7 sign, all right? And number 7 also present intelligence, the number 7, in numerology. And also what's the fun thing about you, you're born on the day 22nd. 22nd, it's a master builder. Usually people who Lenin, from Soviet Union, Lenin.
Yeah.
So he born on April 22nd.
Oh boy.
So he's a master builder. A lot of people who born master builders, they like to be in gym, especially for the body. Do you ever like to work out?
I used to. I play tennis every day, so that's my workout. I don't try to
Right.
do the muscles anymore. That's not me.
That's beautiful. So I want to tell you today your numerology about horoscope. You're also Libra.
I am Libra.
So I love Libras. The Libras are usually the charming ones. Everybody love them. Sometimes they say that it's very hard for them to make decisions. That's right or not?
Can be, sure. Depends how my state of mind at the time, right?
Right. I think we all need mentors too, right?
Mentors are good, yeah. Having a rabbi you can go to, or sure, very important.
How you choose your mentor, sir?
It just sort of happened with me. I had a friend send me to Philin, and I was facing some rough times, and Rabbi put the tefillin on me, eventually got me to come to his house for Shabbos. I was not religious at all.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah. So, and he became my mentor in many ways, but I started keeping kosher, and now I'm fasting on all the different fast days.
And how that changed you? So what did change you? So so when would you put the tefillin? What that changed in you?
I'm not really sure what made that happen, but the good part about it for me was I was totally undisciplined. I had many habits that were bad and needed. When you have money early on in your life, it can lead to bad habits. So the religion for me, because I was never in the military, was the first discipline where I actually had to follow orders, follow the rules, and it was good for me. It was very good for me.
That's called fate.
There it is.
I agree with you because I think religion and army, they give you discipline and the way to live, the way to see. It makes your pathway very easy to recognize and see and make it easier for you. So at least you have something to hope for, something to seek for.
Yeah.
But you're saying it's happened how late? It's happened
About 15 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah. I was. I didn't know anything about Chabad.
How you came to the Chabad? How you came to put the feeling?
The rabbi that put the tefillin on me, I had a friend of mine send it down to me who got popped for the same thing that I got popped for with the inside trading with the stocks. And he said, if I send you this, will you wear them? I said, sure. I'll try it. I was waiting for my sentencing and everything, so it made sense to try something like that. And in reality, it worked because I was facing 2 to 5 years. Those were my guidelines. And this rabbi came to court with me for my sentencing. And the judge took note that he was in the back and that he had given me a fundraising job with his Chabad. And he said, because of the faith you put into Mr. Friedman and the knowing that he had what he's arrested for and that you gave him a position of financial responsibility, he says, I'm going to put the same faith in him. He gave me probation.
Very nice. Very happy. It's not the first case I hear. Rabbis going to the court. It works.
Yeah, we just saw that happen,
Yeah, but also Rabbi told me other case before that too.
Yeah,
he told me it's worked. He said it's worked. The judges actually see this very seriously.
This judge.
She was very nice.
Right, she was. The name on the courtroom that we were in, the courthouse, it was called the Daniel T. Hurley Courthouse.
Right.
He was my judge.
Really?
He was my judge.
For that case?
For my case back 10 years ago, 12 years ago. He was the judge, and he's the one. They called him Hang'em Hurley, because he was the strictest judge in the system. And he was going to be a priest before he became a judge.
And that's why he believed in your faith, in the rabbi's faith.
I told the rabbi, I said, I'm not so sure you being here,
He's going to like you.
Yeah, exactly. But he really...
He been faith of men,
He was taken with the fact that he was, sitting there praying for 2 hours in the back of the courthouse, doing the Tehillim.
I recommend to everybody, if you're in trouble have a court day, take your rabbi with you.
Works.
It works. I know 3 times work for fact. Yeah. I know. I was witness in one of them. About last week, right? 2 weeks ago? Well, last week.
And my rabbi, of course, credited the Rebbe because he was writing letters to the Rebbe.
Right.
And it was miraculous because I was packed. This judge was the only judge in the system that did not give you the 30 days to get your stuff together and go to jail. When he sentenced you in that courthouse, the bus came and picked you up and you were off to jail. So I had... destroyed all my computers, and made sure that I was not going to get any further trouble. But it turned out I got to go home that day.
God bless. Yeah, God worked mysterious ways.
Yeah, it was amazing. Yeah.
So I want to tell you also lucky number.
My lucky number?
Yes. So you have 2 numbers. Your life path number is number 6. So it means you present home. Everything comes with the home. You bring people together. That's your presentation. Also, it's a saying is everything comes to the home. You can be working under construction, building homes, good for you. You can be real estate, good for you. Those professions can be very good because it's your lucky number. It's kind of complementary to your horse year. So I know this year it's your horse year. This year you're gonna have a good year. You should have a good year.
We're doing good so far.
You're doing good so far, right? You told me.
Today was a great day. Yeah.
It was good day. It's gonna even get better.
This will be too much for me to handle, I think. But
take it day by day, step by step.
No, it's great. Yeah,
So the way I choose your day of lucky day, the way it works, you choose the day of lucky your day. It works like this: you choose the first month of the day you're born. Like it's you're born 10, right? The October is 10, right? Right. So 10. Then you're born. Let's say 54, right? The last digit is 4. So you take the first digit of the month, or the last digit of the year.
Oh.
You put them together.
That's my lucky number.
That's your lucky 14th.
Wow. All right.
So each time you want to use it, like you want to bet on horses, 15 is your number 2. 50. And number 6, your number, and 22, your lucky number. 3 numbers you have.
So I can box them in the exactas and...
For lottery and stuff like this, you don't know what number to go with, you can go with those numbers, number 6, 22, and 15, 14.
1-4.
Right, 14th. You're born October, it's 10th, right? First number, it's 1. The 54, the last digit, it's 4.
Oh, I got you.
So 1 and 4.
All right.
So some people are going to ask, if you're born in Europe, over there, the month, the day starts before the month. You know, in New Zealand, the first not going by the month. Like in the United States, we go by the month, and then we go the date, and then go the year. In New Zealand or Europe, in Israel, I think they go other way. They go first by date, month, and the year. So people are going to say, hey, if I'm born in different country, how my lucky number works. So it doesn't matter what month or day, the first digit of your country, that digit starts the first number. Right. And the last number, that's how you calculate. It doesn't matter if it's the month or the date, all right?
You realize Tisha B'Av is 9/11.
9/11, right?
Yeah, same number.
Same number, 9/11. So people doesn't know Tisha B'Av. Can you elaborate what that mean in your sentence, in your words? Tisha B'Av, what does that mean?
Just, day of destruction, day of, it's hard. It's a hard day to go through.
So Tisha B'Av, the day was the God house was destroyed. It was like a temple of Jerusalem, So that's what we do, Tisha B'Av. Yeah, so it's a sad day. We also fast that day. Over 24 hours, over 26 hours we fast from sunset.
We sit on the floor in the temple too.
Yes, because obviously it's a sad day for God of house was destroyed it.
Yes, yeah. You're as uncomfortable as you can be that day.
That's great. So for saying to you being Libra, horse, and numerology life number part 6, you have a beautiful foundation. Horse, they're usually hard workers. They like to work hard. They always work. They also can be stubborn, as we know. And sometimes they like to be also lonely, alone. They want to be alone, right?
Fits me to a T right there.
Right. But again, you definitely have to find, we know because you want to be alone because sometimes you don't want nonsense. Things you want to be quiet, you want peaceful, you don't want to hear, But sometimes we have to find those companies to cheer ourselves, change the mood, because we cannot be always by ourselves. Yeah. In our religion, it's a saying, Adam cannot, it's not good for the person to be alone.
I'm sure that's not a religious thing to do.
Exactly, right.
But there is something to be said about not having to answer to anybody and not having
that's beautiful.
To answer to you either.
Right,
right. Just answer to your...
Yeah. It is. In these days, it's very hard to observe everything. It's happening so fast.
Yeah.
And so many different things happening every day. And, we don't know what's going to happen next 5 to 10 years. I'm saying, like, right now, I have 4 kids. How's the marriage going to look next 5, 10 years?
It would, listen, it's bringing a kid into this world right now is, you got to have some guts.
But why? I'm going to go with what you said. It's hypothetically say, I don't have kids anymore. How you think the population going to grow? Let's say if you heard in China or in Japan, they have a decline in the population.
Yeah.
They're saying in 15 to 20, 30 years, China is not going to be billion, going to be under 900s.
I'm not saying don't have kids. I believe having kids is a great.
But you still have a guts.
But it's a scary thing right now. When you look 20, 30, think about 5 years ago, what the world looked like versus where it is right now. Now you got to go out 20 years and think about that, 20, 30 years.
Look, first of all, I'm not jealous. And I'm not worried. Do you know why? You can see they're being come to be socialists. They're going to have a great life, regardless.
I hope.
They will, we as a parent obviously have to do our best, give them good guidance, give them good society, good surroundings, good schools. Mm-hmm. I prefer everybody go to, not public, I prefer go to private school.
Right.
And I think if the United States took the money they spend on public, on taxes, to give to the parents, decide how they want to teach the kids, I think there'd be more value. People want to send to public, they can still have a public. But people who doesn't send the kids to public should send the kids to where they want to go. It's maybe more effective, in my opinion. When people send to, you see, people sending to public, they're depending of government.
Right.
So I know, I'm not saying for government something on government, but when you go get government services, people are not so much serious.
Right.
It's not like a private business. Private business is going to go extra mile for the customer service.
Right.
And government, they're not obligated.
Right now, I think you could teach your kid at home pretty well because all you got to do is teach a kid how to use AI properly, and they got all the answers right there.
The thing is, I was thinking about it. I'm bringing my son here to work every day. He's 15 years old, very bright. He does the computer, but when he feels he's missing out his playground with his friends.
That's the part, obviously, with school. You need to be
Exactly.
the camaraderie.
Exactly.
But as far as learning,
So
they can't teach you anything anymore because it's all there on your phone, on your computer.
So how are you going to give friends to your kids, for instance? You know, people, when you go send them to school, you say, okay, he's going to meet friends there. You
Right.
know?
No,
But if you're going to school people, kids in home,
No, I agree. Kids should go to school. I'm just saying, at this point, your whole course can be how to communicate with Claude and Grok or whatever, Grok, or, that's it.
yeah, it's plenty of them out there. Yeah,
they can give you whatever you want. Whatever you want, you can get the answers right now.
I heard next 10 years, it's going to be so much robotic, and you're not going to even have people working even.
Yeah. That's
It's
another thing to bring it back to Elon Musk. He's got the robots too.
Yeah, that's why I'm investing in SpaceX. It doesn't matter buy right now. I spend 150, 160.
Right.
But I know one day it's gonna be there. Regardless of the next 5 to 10 years, you're gonna say, "Why I should buy more?"
The thing is, he's starting out at a very, very high number. So it's not the easiest thing to go from 2 trillion to 20 trillion. 20 trillion is,
Right.
You know what I'm saying? A 10-timer is.
But you also never know if he does something globally. If he
Yeah.
does the phone, goes globally, not just the selling the phone, also the internet. Believe me, he's gonna.
Yeah.
do-
Oh, yeah. No, he'll be. Yeah.
If he's like as you said, if he was improve his services with a Starlink,
Right.
and it can be very internet, and every office can use internet, not just phones. Like every office, everything,
Oh, yeah.
without even wires. Tomorrow there will be cameras without even wires.
Yeah,
Any of those
everything,
things.
yeah.
So that can change the game.
Yeah.
And robotics can be trillions of robotics. They're going to be over billions of robotics, trillions of robots can be in homes. Every person can have 2 robots. Every restaurant is going to have robots.
It's going to be a funny looking world, isn't it?
Yeah, we're going to sit and watch. And it's
Watch these robots.
Yeah,
You can have a robot companion now. I mean,
Yeah.
They're selling robots for 10, 20 grand that they'll come live with you and do whatever you want.
what do you mean?
I don't even want to get into it. It's not for me. I just heard from friends of mine that telling me.
What you heard, sir?
I don't even want to get into it right now.
It's scary, right?
It's very scary.
So people are going to say, well, I need a wife. Well, I need a wife.
Exactly. This is what I'm saying. It's happening at breakneck speed, and all of a sudden, for $10,000, you can have somebody living in your home that's close to human.
Do you saw the movie with Megan Fox where she's a robot?
No, I don't.
Oh, you have to see that.
Okay. I don't watch movies much anymore.
Yeah, me either. But that movie, again, I love futuristic movies.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if you saw the Demolition Man.
I don't see any futuristic movies.
With the simple whips is nice and
I didn't
Sylvester
see Star
Stallone.
Wars. I didn't see.
Me either. I didn't see Star Wars. But that movie, the Sylvester Stallone Demolition Man, was in 1993, I think.
Oh, okay.
So they were predicting that was going to happen today. The movie was our future. Everything they have in that movie happening today.
Yeah. Yeah. Look at 1984, George Orwell. A lot of that supposedly has now come to pass. It was futuristic, scary futuristic, and now it's very real.
Very well.
Yeah.
Mano. Mr. Friedman, I think it was a pleasure to have you.
Pleasure being here. I can still catch my tennis game.
Yes, we
Appreciate
tried to
you.
catch. We want you to catch the tennis game. It was good to see you, sir. And you see you
Thank you.
tomorrow
Great to see
morning.
you. Great.
Great to have
Thank
a
you,
conversation, sir.
Life is good. Let's talk about it. Life is good. Don't stress about it. Life is good. Just live your life. Life is good.
Please, guys, don't forget to subscribe. Thank you very much for attending to our show. See you next time, guys.
Life